Hyvää tiistaita. Hyvää Beyblade-päivää. 321. Eilen meillä ei Pentimentissä mitään ihmeellä päässyt tapahtumaan. Se oli enemmänkin semmonen... Se oli menossa enemmänkin semmonen osio, että vaan käydään läpi mitä täällä kylässä on tapahtunut Andreaksen poissa ollessa. Mutta ehkä tänään tapahtuu enemmän asioita. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Ulrich. How have you been? The Lord has been kinder to me than the peasants. These are difficult times for them, Andreas. They could use your help. My help? How? Talk to the abbot. He may respect your opinion more than mine of the peasants. I would have hoped he could see that his behavior is not Christian, but something is clouding his judgment. I am not exactly in Father Gernard's good graces. I would doubt he would listen to anything I had to say. We must try, Andreas. These men are fair and hard-working, but they've been pushed down for too long. They're becoming desperate, and desperate men can forget their faith and turn to violence. It won't really come to that, will it? Perhaps not, but I don't want to take that chance, and there's no need to. There is no reason why the abbot cannot come to a good and Christian accord with the people of Tassing. Maybe it's only pride that's standing in the abbot's way. I hope that your counsel and God's light can touch his heart. I will do what I can, Ulrich. Thank you, and God bless you, Andreas.
Hello, Master Andreas. God bless you, Andreas.
Sapotti tuskin. Tuskin hirveän lämpimästi ottaa mua vastaan. Ulrich Alban, Tom Baker, husband, great and father to Anna, known for his piety. Vaan mä tietenkin kokeilla käydä puhumassa sillä. Jos se nyt edes on saatavilla tällä hetkellä. Tää merkkii Savokta. Täältä me päästään myöskin sinne Apotin kämpälle. God bless you, Andreas. No, se ei sinäkään halua puhua. Löydettäisikö me Eidok täältä, josta voitais kysyä siitä polotetusta kirjasta, mikä me löydettiin eilen.
Master Andreas. It's been so long.
It's good to see you, brother Volkbert. How are you?
I am well. I am a monk now. Brother Lucas too. I still do the same work, but now I have the same robe as the other brothers.
Has the abbot been treating you well?
Yes, he has. The work is hard, but I am happy.
That's good to hear. I'll leave you to your work, brother.
God bless you, Master Andreas.
Is that you again, Andreas?
Yes, brother. I have a book I wanted to ask you about.
Oh, I'm afraid I may not be of much help. I can barely read anymore.
I can describe it to you. It's a book from Origen's Homilies, written in a fine bookhand.
And it is singed around the edges.
Yes, you know it. Do you know where it came from? Who wrote it?
Andreas, forget this book.
What? Why?
It came from a place of fire in a terrible darkness.
What does that mean?
Discovered his leaves, they bear the marks of a great evil that was done. The soul can also bear such marks, carried on for a lifetime.
Whose soul? The person who wrote the book?
There is a presence that watches over this place, Andreas. A presence that wishes for things to remain as they are.
Sister Margaret told me that before the Baron was murdered, she smelled the devil's presence at Kiersau. Is that what you mean?
I cannot say any more, Andreas, I'm sorry.
What? Really? You can't tell me any more?
I dare not, for your own good. God protect you.
You as well, brother.
No, siitä ei ollut hyötyä.
God bless you, Andreas.
God bless you, Andreas.
Tää kryptassa käydä koska. These stone markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the abbey. Abbot Dietrich from the height of Kiersau's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. The foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land, not long after the death of Christ. No, ehkä täällä ei ole enää mitään tekemistä tällä hetkellä. God bless you, Master Mara. God bless you, Sister Sophie. It's good to see you again. And you, Master Mara.
garden looks spectacular. You've taken good care of it. I know it's been some time, Master Mala, but I must remind you of my vows. I cannot speak with men. Ah, that's right. Forgive me, sister. God bless you, Master Mala. Joo. Tänään on turha yrittää puhua kenellekään. Kiilläkään ei varmaan mitään sanottavaa. Oh. No. Mennään sitten sinne kylän keskusaukiolle. Miskäs pitäisi kutsua? Minne meidät nyt käskettiin? Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. The commons look festive, decorated like this. Look at all the flowers, Master. The bonfire is huge. How's the fire coming? Those logs work out all right for you, Hendrik. Good. Alright, everyone. Remember, after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We will all gather in the woods and the women will collect herbs as tradition demands. Although the abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest, please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all its game and food and fish. He cannot claim ownership over that which the Lord gave us to hold in common. No, I am sorry, Father. We'll proceed as planned. Tassing has never let anything get in the way of St. John's customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. And remember, tomorrow I will show you proof that as sure as the sun turns round the earth, God and our saints are with us. Good day, Andros. Hello, Brother Wurslaw. You looked upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything alright? Otto is becoming more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot, for Father Gernot will not take this well. How could the abbot stop them? He can't exactly chase them all out of the woods himself. What about those force is not the only way to get people to behave. How do you think he came to his positions? Fair point, but why is the abbot so angry about it? Didn't you just hear, Father Thomas Andres? The abbot declared the walls off limits. Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. I'm sure the Father will want to discuss the situation over supper. Of course, I'll understand. Thank you, Brother Wojslav. Does the invitation extend to Kaspar as well? I'm sorry, Andreas, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Phew. Please tell the Abbot I'll see him this evening. Well, I guess I'll see what all the fuss is about. I'll meet you back at the Golden Hand after dinner, alright? Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the Abbot? Yes, but be back before sundown, alright? Yes, thank you, Master. I'll see you later. I saw Brother Wojslaw at the bonfire preparations, and he told me Father Gernot has invited me to join him for supper. I should meet him at the Abbot's house. Sister Gertrude of Hoff, herbalist of Kjerso Abbey. She is known for her friendly personality and her cat Mousefinger. Sister Sophie of Birgit, quiet, dutiful kitchener for the nuns of Kjerso Abbey.
Hello, Andreas.
Andres? Hello, Master Ala. Hello, Andres.
Master Andreas, you'd best not keep the abbot waiting. Go on, we'll pick up after supper.
Alright, don't get into trouble. No, ehkä menen sitten sinne luostariin. Tällä kylässä ei voi tehdä mitään. Vuokatellaan nyt onko. Tännekin on tullut taas lisää. Joseph Sepp Hübner, strapping farmer, renowned for his ability to drink large quantities of beer, husband to Alvik and father to Simon. Tilman Till Kreutzer, farmer and voracious reader, fond of the Roman legends about tastings past. Käydä täältä taas pesemässä kädet, ei näköjään. Joo, miten sitä karttaa katsoa.
God bless you, Master Mala.
God bless you, brother Lucas. How have you been? Still walking in the kitchen?
Yes, I'm still assisting Brother Voislav. I've been making more complex dinners recently for Father Gernot. The rest of the brothers eat simple fare, but the abbot has the privilege of foods from around the world.
What does the abbot need such fancy foods?
Well, he's the abbot. Father Voislav says the abbot always gets the best. He said Father, but he was odd because he had the same food as the rest of the brothers. I don't mind it though. I've been learning a lot of new ways to cook recently.
Oh, what are you cooking now?
Oh, Brother Voislav sent me to collect something for him, but I can't remember what it was.
Something from the cellar, perhaps?
Probably. There's so much in there though. Maybe if I bring back a few onions, he'll be happy. We always need more onions.
I'll leave you to it then. God bless you, Andreas. I'm glad to see you received my invitation. Are you ready to eat?
Yes.
Good. Syödään täällä. Andreas, thank you for coming to dinner. I will admit I was surprised to receive your invitation, Father, but I'm pleased to come. Yes, well, when I heard you had returned to Tassing, the Lord convicted my heart to let bygones be bygones. I think it's high time we reconciled, Master Mala. Please sit, and we will pray together. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Lord, direct each of us here toward your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future actions. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Brother Voislav was indeed prompt in delivering my message. I'm surprised you didn't drop by at all. You have done quite well by yourself, after all. This is good to see that your time at Kiersau was not squandered. You even look the part of the famous artist now. What have you been doing in recent years after leaving such a mess in Tassin? I spent most of my time doing commissions for various lords in London. Yes, King Henry seems insistent upon insulting the Pope, despite his title as Defender of the Faith. Of course, you'd find yourself in that mess, Andreas. Thanks. Why have you asked me here anyway? In truth, I had hoped to discuss the right intentions between the Abbey and the townspeople. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas. Please, about time, all ears. I am relieved to hear it. I believe you have only heard from one side of the issue, Andreas, or those little speeches about taxes would account for the entire situation. Why demand such high taxes then, father? With the scriptorium clause, the taxes are necessary to make up for the lost income. Sure, there's another option. Do you really need to raise taxes that much? Protegi has gone over the Abbey's expenses carefully, and raising taxes is the best way to cover these costs. But what about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a new restriction. The forest belongs to the Abbey and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally it's theft. It doesn't harm the Abbey to let the townsfolk pick up sticks. Such theft deprives the Abbey of its natural resources. Since the Abbey does not produce anything else, it must be able to sustain itself somehow, especially under such financial stress. Have you no pity for anyone in Tassin? I am more upset to hear the townsfolk have no pity for us. I hear they will continue their disobedience by collecting herbs on St. John's Eve. The whole town knows I'm forbidden it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order. You would condemn the town over something so petty? That is up to them. Remaining impartial will be impossible as long as you're in town. Support me in ending this foolish rebellion. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man and the townsfolk believe they are like you. I'd like you to convince the other townsfolk, the printer for example, that this uprising is not in their best interests. The rest of the town will follow and the peasants will have no chance to resist. We can end this peacefully. I want no part in this either way. I don't have a stake at this. I don't have a stake in this and I don't want to make enemies. As long as you're antasing, you will be involved, Andreas. I suggest your position yourself on the side of resolution. Well, I was hoping a more impartial voice could help resolve the situation. Please take more time to think about it. I apologize. We must conclude for now. I must excuse myself. I am expected to lead the service at Compline tonight. Think I know what you discussed, Andreas. I trust you can find your way out. I will, Father Abbot. Good night. Over supper, Father Gerda gave me his perspective on the unrest between the abbey and the town. He wants me to use my influence with townsfolk like Klaus to drive a wedge between them and the peasants. Now that supper has ended, I should return to the commons to find Kaspar. Vaikka mä olenkin nyt talonpoikien puolella, niin tämä asia ei kuulu minulle. Viimeis kun mä rupesin säätämään täällä, niin asiat menee vaan enemmän vituksi.
Well. Jag har ett artist var höll ut lite kötnas. Got mixed up in the wonderful killing of the threat Baron.
Yes, Andreas Mahler.
I know your damned name. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to go to the fire.
Ja.
Oude ans mamma perkta. Dus ordangest quant perti. Vive dus clamainti.
Oh, right, so I'm going to go.
Entertaining, Andreas. Why do you want my advice? Stay out of the woods tonight.
Evening, Andreas. Say, how do you like the profile? We built it nice this year, quick and sturdy. It's a fine setup, Carl. Excellent work. I know we can't compare to where you come from, but we still give it our all in celebration of the light. Prepare the way for our Lord. Anton, you remember Andreas Mahler, the master artist? Yeah, I see him around town. Some people light. Hello, Master Mahler, how are you? Oh, this is a well-raised kid. Does as he is told. Well, a bit of a rascal, my dear, but he's got a good hand. Good head and a good heart, which he likes to hide behind a sneer. Dad, will you stop? He's the rally up, just like your mother. How's Helena? Is she not attending the bonfire? I'll join us later. She went with Martha to dip their toes into the stream and to pick some flowers for the garlands and wreaths. It's important to hold to traditions. You are right, especially with the times we're having. Besides, maybe Martha and Helena will come across the blossom of a fern out there. What's funny about that? Ferns don't flower, that means no power to speak with animals for you, boy. I doubt they'd have anything interesting to say anyway. Huh? Animals can't talk, I'm not a baby, you know. Indeed you are not, even if you're a bit short for your age. Dad! Hi, Jug. Now let's enjoy the celebrations. Speaking of, what do you think of the festival so far, Anton? It's fine, I guess. Look as far as went in elite.
The mountains get to twinkle like the stars. I don't like when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on. They get into fights and all. Oh, anyone in particular? Well, not as much lately, but Martin used to be in trouble. Anton's got a good eye. Martin's been a solid fellow once he came back, but he sometimes drinks too much. He's calmed down lately, you know, he used to be kind of a shit. Language boy, Bart doesn't look kindly on blasphemy. But also what Joe was that. Best don't quote me, quote the scripture instead, it's better for your soul. You listen to your father, Anton. Oh well, I do. Jesus. Hey, what did I just say? Don't let your mother catch you with that mouth. Well, I'll let you get back to the festivities. No. It was a pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Bye. This bonfire is much simpler than the one in Nuremberg, but it's pretty all the same. Why, Martin, look who it is. Good evening, Andreas. Andreas, staying for the festival, I hope. Of course he's saying. Who would miss this, especially after your birdie boys built such a beautiful bonfire? A birdie boy like me would do anything for you. You'd have. Couldn't help myself. Martin, look at Andreas here. You made him feel embarrassed. I'm sure Andreas knows how the deal is done. You're a married man, aren't you? I was embarrassed, I was just a bit surprised. Why's that? I guess I'm still not used to crowd, Martin. I get it, sometimes I feel like I'm not used to it myself. I'm truly blessed that Martin grew up to be such a kind and thoughtful man. All because you bring out the best in me. Well, it's nice to see you, both of you feeling so very festive. Both the fires, the dancing, it really is a night to enjoy. It is honor the anniversary of the birth of blessed John, a vigil for he who prepared the way. He says, and he'd have liked everyone to have a good mood in their hearts and good food in their bellies. As a hermit who wandered in the desert living off locusts and wild honey, he probably wouldn't agree. I'd like to live off some wild honey myself, if you catch my meaning. So are you going to hit Otto's call and go into the forest? No, I'm really not looking for trouble. There's enough of that going around. Even though you supported him earlier during this speech. He speaks his mind and what's important, but like I said, I have no personal interest to provoke the abbots. We are God-fearing people, Andreas. What did you argue about with Otto anyway, when I first saw you with Meadow? Oh, nothing of note. Andreas, please, enough of this talk. You're here to celebrate. And Martin and I will dance until our legs begin to waver, isn't that right? Would not miss it for the world. That's delightful, I hope you have a great evening. Yes, well, Andreas. Until later. Hello, Master Lala. Evening, Till. Enjoying the festival? Very much so. I perhaps feel a tad old for the more active eve of the celebrations, but I enjoy the sights and sounds. Did you know the word for the summer solstice leads back to the Romans? I thought you didn't read Latin. I picked up a few words over the years, and I still have the mind to put 2 and 2 together. Dimidium facti qui quopit habet sapere aude. Lausuttu ihan päin vittu. He who has begun is half done, dare to know. Yes, I'm a Vetus Homo qui invented sapientia. Happy is a man who finds wisdom.
It's not much, I admit. Proverbs and the occasional word, hence solstition. Such as looks at this start of the year. The sun rises higher for a long time and then it stays there before falling again. A fitting allegory for the great cosmic arc of mankind, rise and fall. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping songs, joy and birds. People do seem elated, although I don't think the same applies to about Kurt. Not us caught in danger, I agree. Going against the decrees of the Abbey like so. The festival has always had a rebellious streak of jest and mockery. I don't see it as sacred as some. And what are we mocking? Fools of the community. Most like the wisest folks get up to, especially those more important to us peasants. Overall, I think it brings people together. I wish I could read more about all this. Where would I be selling books from their library? But I would get some for myself, but this would be far too expensive. Those Harris printings have proven to be more use and that bit easier. You come across any interesting tales? I have indeed, Master Valen. I didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. It was by a Roman named Strabo, and it was about geography. That's why I noticed it. The noted philosopher and historian. He was actually Greek by birth, I imagine. I imagine you were reading his Geographica. Yes, that would have been it. The book was about many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Araiti tribe I read about years ago. The people who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called his place Retium and described it as a clutter of dope huts and its people hostile and warlike, only interested in hunting and fighting. There was something about Manus and his sons, but I couldn't understand a lot of it. In any case, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out, but some were captured to work in the fields and the mines. What were they mining? Salt, I guess. It used to be the backbone of this land. What happened to the locals who were forced out? No idea. I could imagine that after the Romans were driven off, when their empire started falling apart, maybe the barbarians came back. But were they really the same people or nomads from elsewhere? I guess we may never know. Thank you for the quick history. I'll let you get back to the festivities. Enjoy yourself tonight, Master Mala. Until later. Tuo tilin dialogi on kirjoitettu vähän nihkeällä fontilla.
Good evening, Andreas. Nice to see you here. Grandpa, look who it is.
Oh, the artist. You're still around. I thought to stay and enjoy the festivities. You called it a festival? You haven't seen nothing yet.
You're not going to tell the story again, are you?
You kids need to learn it by heart. Else Brechta will ruin you down.
This is about the wild hunt.
Yes, it draws near. Eat my warning.
Grandpa, you're getting agitated again. It's not good for your health.
Answered, I can outlive any bastard out there. So, where was I?
The wild hunt?
Yes! Did you bring your mask?
I didn't realize I was supposed to bring one.
Fools have to suffer. The masks are to protect us as we banish the witches and spirits into Berchta's path. She punishes all humans she finds in the woods of St. John's, since only witches are out in the wilderness. Anyone caught will be turned into animals. No one but a priest can turn you back.
Well, I guess I can imagine a worse punishment.
You joke, artist, but you won't be laughing at Berchta finds you. Stay indoors tonight if you want to come outside. Stay within the light of St. John's fire. At least St. Satiavole says the herbs in the forest is not. And the women will gather the herbs, regardless of the bastard, but...
It's certainly important to stockpile some for the winter.
Thank you for teaching me more about local traditions. Big York. Grab some of those ashes with you after the bonfire has died down. Born.
What are the ashes for?
It's to spread across the garden and ensure a good harvest. Because the city people don't know shit.
Don't be like that, Crab. Now that story time's over, how are you enjoying the evening so far, Andreas?
I've spoken to a few other people here. Very enlightening.
It's the best time to spend time with your friends. Have you heard anything interesting?
Gossip. You two are like that burn in the forest. Smoky, that's the one. Always nosy about other people. Yes, it has been fun to hear what people think about St. John's Eve.
Maybe you'll get a few dances as well, eh, Andres?
I'd rather not.
I hope I'll get the chance to dance with my dear.
Can't see why you couldn't. Big York is right there.
Yes, Big York. Well, I shouldn't keep you from tonight's celebration. Until later.
Andreas.
Salutations, Andreas. Most wonderful to see you here.
I see you two have met. What do you want with an inventor?
I make all manner of mechanical contraptions filled with gears and levers and other such lights.
Andreas here is a man of the mind. Why shouldn't he find interest in my work? For all I use it is.
The mind of the inventor exists to create, to build, to go one step further.
One step further towards the garbage shit. Makes sense you'd also be rude to your friends, Berna. What's that supposed to be?
Yes.
Perhaps you will find a friend yourself someday, Master Marla.
Andreas, have you had the chance to look around town tonight? I imagine the sights could be inspiring to your artistic mind.
Passing certainly look cheerful with the decorations and bonfire.
Indeed, look at their peasant ingenuity. Consider the bonfire itself. It is built to allow the air and heat to flow through it at great speed, and how it roars.
It's a clever piece of construction. But Otto is a clever man.
It is a feat almost worthy of a university degree. These people have natural traditions. They managed to figure out many clever things without even the most cursory education. It is knowledge that hails from preceding generations, lived experience passed along the chain of time. Not quite the knowledge of a rigorously educated mind, perhaps, but not less useful.
You don't need a university education to be smart. Of course you would say that. Neither of you know these people like I do. God has assigned them their place in the order of the world for good reason.
There is some merit in learning from the peasants, even you, Werner, given their understanding of herbal remedies.
Their traditions are profane. Consider the Eve of St. John, attended by the pagan rituals. It's enough from Christ. Saint Eligius warned against precisely this nearly 1,000 years ago.
Saint Eligius, patron saint of goldsmiths, bishop of Noyon Tournai, worked tirelessly to convert the pagans of Flanders to Christianity.
And nothing has come of these pagan festivals in all that time. The harm infects a man's eternal soul. You might not see it, but God can. Where'd this newfound piety come from? Don't pretend to know anything about me. I've been on the pilgrimage to Aachen. I have visited the Marian shrine and stood in the presence of those holy relics. Marian shrine, an ornate golden reliquary in Aachen Cathedral. It holds the swaddling clothes and loincloth of Jesus, the Virgin Mary's dress and the decapitation cloth of John the Baptist. To be in the presence of Saint John the Baptist's beheading plot was an experience I will never forget. John the Baptist, prophet and forerunner of Jesus Christ. As his name suggests, he was responsible for baptizing Jesus. He was beheaded at the command of Herod Antipas. I'm familiar, thank you. Then you should understand why I must safeguard my soul among these people. Do you think the church feels of a revived paganism, while Luther's acolytes tear down its walls? We live in dangerous times. If you can see that, you're more of an imbecile than I thought. Ah, we have gotten too serious, my friends. Far too grim. We're here to celebrate. I'll let you continue with your evening then. Good night. A very good night. Oh, and do come by my workshop, Master Mala. I would love to exchange ideas. It would be my pleasure. Indeed. Until then. Mala. Aachen, located at the western edge of the Rhineland. Aachen is an ancient city built around thermal baths. It houses the remains of Charlemagne as well as many elder relics. Täällä joku kanssa vilahti, mutta mä nyt taisin missatas. Well. Mr. Andreas, look at how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy. The St. John's Eve Festival is a big event for us. I missed it the last time I was here. Haven't you ever been to a festival like this, Kaspar? No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire and see the costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Mala, please? Alright, but follow along and don't get in their way. I'm too tired for the festival. I think I'll just turn in for the night. Yes, I promise I won't make trouble. I'll see you tomorrow, Master. I found Kaspar at the bonfire, but he has to stay and watch the festivities. I didn't see any issue with it, so I just told him to come back before it got too late. I should turn in for the evening and let the locals enjoy their celebration. Tänne kyllä aika käydään. Ainakin Spokea moikkaamassa vielä. Näitä mylläreitä koska... Ei, no okei, eipä tännekään pääse. Ollut näkevinä niin niitä tuolla. Tuolla. Koko luona. Anyway, Mr. Mala, you're not taking part in the festivities. I came to ask you the same. I didn't see you at the bonfire. I imagine it'd be a great chance to gather gossip. Plenty of gossip to go around if one keeps their eyes open for us tonight. It's an enchanted evening. As for your question, I get enough fire and smoke as it is. And decent folk don't like to associate with my kind, even as they like the charcoal they hate to burn up. Other than Andres, occasionally comes by, but I guess he has to keep good relations for his trade. People avoid you even on a night like such as this. Well, fine, they're not as bad as usually, but truth be told, I don't really care. I've made my peace with the matter. For me, it's a night like most others. I prefer staying sober and observing the townsfolk. Easier to get all the gossip for the year to come, you know? Besides, I reckon I'm growing too old for mischief. Best let others run around in their silly costumes. You're fun for traditions. Less for rituals, I'd say. God knows what's in my heart. But I appreciate you not coming by. I wish you a pleasant evening, Mr. Mala. Until later. Until then.
Älkä ei ole mitään. Joo, mennään nukkumaan sitten. Mennään siellä lähteä väärään suuntaan. Onks täällä alhaalla ketään? Samuel, jolla ei ole mitään sanottavaa. Vieläkään. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Tästä on tullut labyrintti sitten viime näkymä. Tosin tällä näyttää täällä vain yksi ainoa reitti. Tää on tää sama kuvio, mikä oli siellä kirkossa. What is it? Come home. Oh well, soon. You're lying. Sometimes I think you must despise me. But maybe it's worse than that. Maybe I'm nothing to be regarded at all. What am I to you now? An annoyance? A bother? A nuisance to be ignored while you lead another life in London? Was there ever an ounce of love in your heart for me?
As much as you had for me.
You can't help but be cruel, can you? Fine. Go back to your books, the only things that make you happy. This house is so lonely without him.
Stop.
Your presence would only amplify the grief.
Stop.
Leave me alone with the memory of him.
Stop. Just leave me alone. Just for one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him. Please.
Thank you.
August.
I know you're not going to say anything.
You Never say anything. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. I suppose there's not much one can do against plague. Do you get tired where you are? The last time I saw you I said good night to you. I couldn't go to the bed, so I stood in the doorway. I just stood in the dark. Didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there. Just waiting for you to say good night. You still look the same age to me. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. Do I remember your mother as she is? Or am I just thinking of some perversion of Daniel's portrait? Can you ever picture someone clearly if you love them? I loved you, little boy. I loved you so much. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't. So I retrace my steps every night. And find my way back to her. Back to you. I love you, August. Good night. Oh. What happened to the place? Where is Presta John? And where are Socrates and Saint Grobian? Grobian wasn't on the ship of fools. Want to answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice. You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once I was a voice of caution, of prudence, and now more and less than caution, the age of doubt that stiffens to paralysis that breeds despair, melancholia. What happened to the others? What happens to you happens to us. The foundations of this city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the ages of your intellect. I am all that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn. But it is only June. Wit can't save you from your own mind and dress. What can? A course other than the one you have already run. Another course. I'm 33, I have a wife, a workshop, clients across the empire. And this brought you here, Andreas Mahler? What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I did it to help someone. Is Caspar alright? Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There is still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. I had another dream where I traveled to the ideal city. I had conversations with Sabine and August again. I found the court almost abandoned, occupied only by listless fools and the towering presence of melancholia. She gave me a warning about my life, and I awoke to find that Caspar was not in his bed.
I need to go find him in case he's become too caught up in the St. John's Eve celebrations. Onko Samuel täällä vieläkin? Ei ole. Oh, Andreas, inside the bonfire. Your costume looks just like a fancy night dress. I'm looking for Kaspar. Have you seen him? No, I haven't seen the boy tonight. A group of townspeople went into the forest to collect herbs, though. You might see if you wandered off with them. Enjoy the festival while you're at it, Andreas. We're showing the abbot what for. Bonfire is much simpler than blah blah blah, joo ollaan. Toi nähty jo kerran. There's a lot of commotion tonight. It sounds like everyone's gone to the woods. Master Andreas, what are you doing out here? Jasper, thank God, I was worried when you didn't come back. Where have you been? I was at the bonfire with Killian, but I heard a ruckus from deeper in the woods. I left to go see what it was. Father Garnet, what are you doing out here? I was chasing one of the townsfolk, but lost track of the costumed buffoon. The forest is off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules and excommunicate them myself. What was that? Somebody screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year. Let's go back to town together and see what the noise was. I found Kaspar safe and sound at Saint Satia's shrine, but Father Garnet arrived shortly after to denounce the townsfolk for entering the forest. The abbot's ranting was interrupted by a scream that sounded like it came from town. We're going to investigate. Huh? I've never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. Who was that running off anyway? It's too hard to tell who's who in those stupid costumes. We can worry about that later. Let's check on the town first. Oh. Anna, is he? Dead, yes, I'm afraid so. Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen? Valtas and Len hard and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what had happened. Right, and then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the rat house.
Must have been whoever released the rope. And what were you doing during all of this, Leonard? It's saying a light meal with this gentleman. Ah, what a shame you can't blame me for this, Peter. Casper, look to see if Otto has a note. Huh? Do it. Kasparille. Sen. No, master, there is nothing. Are you certain? What were you expecting? I'm not sure. My God! Otto! Oh, no! Oh, the abbot must have killed him. The bastard always had it out for Otto, we all know it. We need answers. How dare you? I won't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant. Go after him. Wait, no, the abbot was with us. He's innocent. That's right. There's no way he could have killed Otto. Grab the others of the boy too. We'll get to the bottom of this. Caspar, run! To the abbey! Brothers, to the library now. Run through the church, this way! They've locked the door. Andreas, get out of the way. Otto's dead demand justice. The abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true, he did arrive with you, but you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas? Who else would want to kill Otto? Coward, killer, Andreas, move! Gernot would not have had time to run from the commons to the forest to come back with us. There must be another killer, don't you see? Those monks that come out will set fire to the whole place and cook them. You've all gone mad. Everyone was in costume, so anybody could have had the chance to kill Otto for any reason. Yeah, I didn't recognize most of you in your outfits until you talked to me. Mind of it, you've got one day to find whoever you think is the real killer, Andreas. Otherwise we will come back for the abbot. Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. Yeah, well, Otto was a good man. I won't stop until I find who killed him. Oh. Hypätti aika paljon eteenpäin. Isn't I really convinced that Gernot killed Otto, but it was impossible?
Peter's temper got in the way. The abbot is an easy target because he was at odds with Otto and his cause. Master, Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murderer. Why do you even agree to find who really killed Otto anyway? Didn't turn out well last time, did it? Why do it again? Erittäin hyvä kysymys. Everyone deserves justice, Cosmo. You have a good heart, Master Andreas. So, who do you think did it then? Where do we even start? We should talk to Leonhard. He always hated the peasant and supported the abbot. He was very vocal against Otto in the town commons the other day. Even if he didn't kill Otto, he might know who else had the motivation to. Oh, what about Martin Bauer? When we saw him talking to Otto, they seemed to be arguing over something. It's not likely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. It would be worth talking to Martin to see what they were discussing. He might have an idea of who would want to kill Otto. Sä kyllä humalassa aina tuppaa perseilevä. Sen kuulimme. Good idea. Who else? We'll have to do some more investigation to find out who the murderer is, but we'd better move fast. The murderer confessed to Father Thomas? Well, maybe. Even if the murderer did, Father Thomas is bound by the seal of confession. He won't tell us. However, we could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John's Eve just happened, that townsfolk will all come in to confess. Oh yeah, one of the townsfolk might have heard something anyway. That's a good place to start. We could also ask around at the Golden Hand. People will tell outsiders anything. They might have heard something we missed. What about the person who ran by us in the forest? They were wearing these flowers I've never seen before. Right, we have to find the source of these flowers in the woods. That might give us some sort of connection to the killer. Oh, wait, I know this flower. It's a marsh marigold, and it grows in wet shaded woods. Perhaps around the shrine to Saint Satia? The last tree in the area would provide the adequate environment. We have a lot of good places to start. Even though time is short, we have a good chance at finding the real killer. Alright, let's get to work. Se on ihmeen paljon ollut kirjoitusvirheet. Ottaa huomioon kuinka niinku tekstiraskas peli tää on. Tarkoitan noita, mitkä korjautuu itsestä. Mikäköhän niissäkin on pointtina. It appears I'm going to be involved in solving another murder. I know that Father Gernot couldn't have killed Otto. More importantly, I can't let Peter endanger both the library and the monks. I need to work quickly. I should speak with Father Thomas to see about the St. John's Day confessions. The townspeople will be coming in to confess their sins. I should also visit Leonhard Müller. He is heavily invested in what's happening. He must know something. I can ask around the Golden Hand to learn what the burglars have heard from the locals and travelers. I also need to search the forest to find the flowers that dropped from the figure who ran past us. The marsh marigold grows in wet, shaded woods. I should look for the source around the Saint Satia shrine in the forest, as it is shrouded by the great oak's branches. I should speak to Nico Berger at the Golden Hand and see if he or his family have heard anything from the people around town about Otto's death. I can find his land house in the meadow just outside town. Even though Leonhard Müller was with Baltas and Werner when Otto was killed, I should still talk to him. He openly opposed Otto in the commons and has a hostile relationship with the peasants. On our way to investigate the scream, someone in costume ran past us. They headed back toward the shrine we just left. Kaspar picked up an interesting yellow flower that fell from the costume as they ran past. Who were they? What were they running from? Hello, Master Vale. Anything I can do for you? Yes, actually. You were pretty vocal against Otto in the town commons. What was that about? Just what I said then. I don't want anyone to get hurt, especially now. We've already had one death testing. We don't need any more. You were opposed to Otto's ideas, though. You spoke against violence. Otto was an ideologue. He didn't see the reality of the situation. The Golden Hand relies on pilgrims and travelers for its business, Andreas. If Otto got his way, everything would be chaos, Swabia as burning as this. We need the law to live civilized lives, Andreas. What Otto was advocating for scared me. Well, it's hardly better now. Otto was the only thing holding Peter back. Dear God, I hadn't considered that. I pray this ends quickly. I should get back to work. If you need anything else, Master Mala, just let me know. Et siis ajatellut sitä, kun tapoit Oton. God bless you. Good day, Master Mala.
Master Mala, is there anything I can do for you?
Nico, have you heard anyone in here talking about Otto's murder? Not just talking about it, but, you know. Yeah, you know.
Exactly. What, they had something to do with it? Oh no, I think I'd remember something like that. Then again, I try not to eavesdrop on conversations. I don't want to get yelled at, or worse. But maybe you could find more luck talking to people. Beer always tends to loosen people's lips. Lay around for everyone and you can have the run of the place. You'll be here a while, though.
Interesting idea. Maybe later.
Until then.
Kauppamies. Nico couldn't tell me anything specific about Otto's death, but he suggested a few drinks might loosen his customer's lips. I should buy a round for the house and see what I can learn.
Sanoiko Samuel mitään uutta tänään?
Ei. Kuka vittu tuo Samuel ylipäätään on? Se ei oo täälläkään.
No kyllä kissaa heti paita joka kerta.
Master, I think I see an opening behind these trees that leads to a deeper area of the forest. Could this be where that mysterious costume figure ran where Otto was murdered? We should see where it leads. It could take a while though.
We'll come back when we have more time.
Tuokka menee sitten koko päivä. about these, Master Andreas?
No, these flowers are red. They don't match what you have.
Tiedetään mitä kukkia on.
Se varmaan sanoo saman asian.
Master Andreas, more flowers.
Still not quite the match we're looking for. Sure we'll find the right ones.
The Griffstone lucky left flowers at 2 innocents.
Eiköhän me käydä Smokeakin muokkaamassa. Kun kerta täällä ollaan. Tosi jo vasta maalo. Joo, tästä on kirkkoa mennä salakuuntelemaan.
Bless you, Master Maala.
Koira. Andres, it appears you are caught up in another murder again. Quite unfortunate timing for you. Quite fortunate for you, given your meal with Baldas and Dr. Stoltz. You too, Andreas. I understand Peter thinking the worst of me, but... Why would I kill Otto? Why would I kill Eva's husband? What does Otto being Eva's husband have to do with anything? Well, I mean, she's one of the only decent persons in the Easting. And she married up. A carpenter is more respectable than a farmer. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that even if I disagreed with Otto, I would not kill him. If you say so. I do. In any case, if you get tired of investigating more, my door is open. If you'd like to join my family for a meal, see the mountains, just let me know. See the mountains? Yes, for a brief hunt. Hunt? Yes, for deer. I might be able to help you get some perspective on the situation. I'm too busy at the moment, maybe some other time. If you change your mind, just say the word, I'll make the arrangements. Lenhard invited me to go hunting in the mountains. It hardly seems like appropriate time for such pursuits, but maybe he'll let something slip while we're away from town. Niin, tai sitten tappaa mut siellä.
Hello, Master Maala.
No, ei nyt ois vaihtoehtoja. Kyllä viimeksi kun me kikkailtiin tuolla metsässä, niin siellä tuli niitä quick time eventtejä, jotka mä kusin kokonaan. Mä en tiedä, haluanko sinne lähteä. Ehkä mä menen tuonne majataloon. Toisaalta. Se kasvi on kyllä kaikkein selkeä johtolanka, mikä meillä on. Mennään mettä. Ready to see where this goes, master? Let's get going. What are these buildings? What is this place? Some kind of Roman ruin, like the aqueduct in the meadow. Look, Mr. Andreas, the flowers! Ah, finally. Maybe you'll find something useful after all. Let's look around. A Roman depiction of a nymph. There's an inscription underneath, probably a dedication. This is the only place in Tassing where this could have grown. The damp ground and the dim lighting are ideal for Mars marigolds. I didn't expect to see any Latin inside an aqueduct. This Latin is carved sloppily into the stone. That's odd. Is that what it looks like, Master Andreas? Yes, the costume the killer was wearing when they ran past us. So much for us finding it in the home of the killer. Well, perhaps there is a clue inside. Oh! When Florian examined the code of Barrel Rothvogel, I have you, Master Andreas. Kaspar, go get help. I won't let you fall. It's not a long drop, just get someone to bring a rope. I can't abandon you, Master. Bringing me a rope isn't abandoning me. I suppose that is true. Noniin. Mä en edes tuolla yläkerrassa ehtinyt tutkia kaikkea. Well, we're all wet, but I don't think I hurt anything. I guess that wasn't really that long of a fall. Yes, that's what Pitää nyt olla kiltti sitä kuitenkin. The important thing is that you aren't hurt. Let's focus on getting out of here. Of course, Master. I wish we had a little more light down here. You can't see a thing, can you? I'm going to look around and see if I can find a way out. Does this work? Vastaan sille. I must admit I'm impressed. I just remembered how flammable these brush racks are. Why are you carrying around the flint and steel? Well, you never know when. Might need some fire. Clearly true. What is this place? A cistern. It must collect water from the spring to feed it into the aqueduct. The aqueduct in the meadow? I suppose so. Here all we need to do is follow it back. Perhaps. Siellä aqueduktissa me nähtiin se yksi NS-kummitus. Noin 7 vuotta sitten. It
It looks like the tunnel collapsed here, Master. Based on our orientation, this must head toward the town church. Is the church that old? As old as the Roman settlement. No, but many things that doesn't incur our build on what came before. It looks like there's a gap. Do you want me to try to squeeze through? I don't know. It seems risky. You can do it, Mr. Andreas.
Alright, but be careful.
Of course, Master. I'll be right back.
Onko tuo ojantanut sen soida? That got longer than I expected. Are you alright, Kaspar?
I think so.
What did you find?
I don't know. It was very dark and I felt strange. It's not a way out.
What do you mean you felt strange?
Like I wasn't supposed to be there, and it smelled strange. Like something old.
Oh, it's a good thing you came out then. Now then, let's keep looking for a way out.
Of course, Master Andreas. Where do you think this goes?
Well, it goes up, so it probably leads out.
I don't think I can squeeze through that gap.
We need to find something to move the rocks, something to give us leverage.
Wait.
Huh? Never mind. Let's find a way out of here. We won't be able to escape through all this heavy rubble. I need to find something to get leverage on the rocks. Tässä kohtaa, missä se kummitus hyppäs.
There's a big crate. Maybe we can get out that way.
It's too high for either of us to reach. Climb on my shoulders and see if you can push it out of the way.
Looks like a kitchen.
A big kitchen. What else is up there?
I don't think so. It's big though.
Of course, it must be out of the convent. Do you see any of the nuns?
No. Hello? Nothing. Where could they be?
I bet the sisters loiter in the kitchen all day long. Can you lift the crate off?
There's something heavy above me. I can only lift it a little and I don't think I can squeeze through. I might be able to reach. I got a fire poker.
Excellent. We can use it to move the rocks and get out of here.
Oh, of course, Master.
Tännekin tuli joku ihme haju. Se kyllä savulla haasat. En huolestu ainakaan vielä. Is this a door? There appears to be so. A strange one. Where does it go? I'll try to nudge it. Given the distance we've traveled and our elevation, it must lead to the crypt below the abbey. Really? Can we get out this way? What's that sound, Master? Snoring? Is someone sleeping on the other side of the door? If my shoving isn't waking them up, they're either dead, drunk, or knocked out. What should we do, Master? Well, we already have the poker on the convent kitchen. We can try that on the stones and try to get out. Of course. Outoa, kun tässä on koko ajan jotain luettavaa. Try using the fire poker from the kitchen to shift the rocks out of the way. Wait, I still hear something. Shouldn't come here during the day. I had to, the farmers are out for blood. And... don't play stupid. Both wanted Otto gone. Now he is. I didn't kill him. Did you? How would you ask me such a silly thing? Because of the note, stupid cow. Because of the note that sent you into hysterics. Because you're behaving like a woman who committed a murder and is afraid of being caught. How could you Stop. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you did or didn't. He's dead. The idiot peasants can beat the ground with their pitchforks and nothing will come of it. What about that artist, Andreas? He could be a problem. Have you done anything to raise his suspicions? Think so? Good. Then just wait. Time will run out for Peter and the rest of his spotless kind. The abbot will stay in power, pilgrims will keep coming to the shrine and staying at your inn. Yes, good. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Be quiet, go home, don't come here again unless it's for a quick fuck. If you want comfort, talk to your fat husband, don't bother me with your hysteria. Of course, I'm sorry. I'm glad we're finally out of there, Master. What a strange adventure. Do you think Mistress Hannah could have killed Otto?
She's only been pretending to care about the town's safety. She's only concerned with the shrine staying open. Why would that make her want to kill Otto? If the peasants overthrew the abbot, they might loot or destroy the shrine. Without the hand of Saint Moritz, there's not much reason for pilgrims to travel to Curacao. There'd hardly be any visitors to the Golden Hand. Exactly. Now we know Hannah as a motive. It's possible she'd kill to protect her family's inn. We need to talk to Nika and Killian to see just how committed she was. First, let's go back to the Golden Hand and clean up. People will get suspicious if we walk around town like this. Good idea, mister. Kaspar and I overheard Hanna Bergerin speaking with Leonhard Müller. She said she was glad someone killed Otto because an uprising would have threatened pilgrim visits to the shrine of Saint Moritz, which would have been disastrous for the Golden Hand. Also, it's clear she's having an affair with the miller. Ah, Mr. Bala, I'm glad I caught you. Would you and Kaspar like to join us for supper? We'd love to join you, Hannah. Thank you.
Yes, welcome. It's always a pleasure to have a new conversation at our table about what's been going on in town.
Yes, a fresh perspective is always welcome. The inn always benefits from different opinions.
Oh, I don't think I have the expertise to comment on the troubles between the peasants and the abbey.
Come now, Andreas, you're a successful and educated man. I'm sure that you can enlighten us a great deal.
Good, let's tuck in. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, Amen.
Amen.
So, Master Bala, I hear tell that this is a return visit to Tessin. Has the town changed much since your last visit?
Well, the Golden Hand is new. Having an inn is a big change in such a small town as Tasik.
Yes, the peasants especially took their time in getting used to us.
The monks up at the abbey have always been gracious, though.
True, but Abbot is firm in his dealings.
He does seem like a prickly sort of man. You have no idea.
The Abbot was harsh before, but he seems much more severe now. I understand his need to enforce the rules, but being needlessly strict is different. Otto had been getting more and more vocal with his speeches. I'm sure you heard his most recent one, Andres. I want to support the peasants in their troubles, but I do worry that Otto's death will stir up more trouble than is worth for the inn.
The peasants aren't bothering us, Nico. They need to speak their minds. Besides, their coin counterbalances any lost revenue from the abbey and its guests.
I think Otto had the right idea. These restrictions have gone on too long. What's little trouble if it brings reprieve to the peasants?
Doing the right
thing is always best, but I don't know how involved I ought to get in the whole business.
The matter is not for us to decide anyway. Hey, I did hear Ulrich say he saw more of the Duke's soldiers near town today. That's nothing but a rumor, Killian.
That could cause problems for Tasing, especially if the Abbot gets involved.
Oh, I don't think the abbot would call the soldiers in the town to start trouble. You've seen the soldiers more recently. Andreas, what do you think? It follows that the abbot would use the connections. Uses connections to stop Peter's incitements before they get violent. I agree, but if soldiers do get involved, the peasants could become even more upset at the abbot's rules. That's certainly possible. Well then, it's even wiser to stay out of the matter entirely. And you were pretty vocal after Otto's speech the other day. Really? You spoke up, man? I thought you said you weren't going to get involved, Hannah. No, I'm just looking out for the peasants. I didn't think my few words would cause any harm. I understand. It's difficult not to want to fix things. I agree, Andres, but I'm afraid I may have been wrong to speak out. No matter what happens, we are a part of the community. Being involved is what happens is important. Speaking of the community, I should get back to work. Yes, there's always much to do. Thank you for sharing your perspective, Andres. Thank you for the meal, Hannah. It was excellent. You're welcome back anytime, especially so Killian can learn more from Casper's well-behaved example. Mom. Hello, Mr. Male. Anything I can do for you? Yes, actually. You must have a break from all the work sometimes, a way to let off steam. I don't understand, Andres. But really, Anna Lenhard, you could do better. What are you talking about? How know you're cheating on your husband with Lenhard? How did you know? Did Lenhard tell you? It doesn't matter. Does Nico know? He will if you don't answer my questions. You're a bastard, Mahler. You'd hold the ruin of my family over me, and for what? Lives are at stake, Hannah. I will do what I must. Damn it, Andreas. What do you want from me? Why did you do it? Leonhard is handsome, strong, forthright. He knows what he wants. A proper man. Not like Nico. Nico is so boring, weak. He avoids taking a stance, avoids making the tough choices. I see. So when it comes to tough choices... If you're so willing to cheat on your husband, I'd bet you'd do whatever it takes to keep the inn running. My God, Andreas, are you accusing me of killing Otto? I disagreed with Otto, but why would I want to kill him? Look around, is testing better with him dead? First you hold the ruin of my family over my head, and now this. Unless there's anything more you need, I won't abide by this foolishness. Good day, Andreas. No, se ei mennyt kovin hyvin. Hello, Killian. Do you have a moment? Sure. Is there something wrong with your room? No, I wanted to know if you've noticed anything odd about your mother lately. Odd? How? Does she ask you to watch the inn by yourself very often? Oh, well, sometimes I guess. Dad and I look after the place more in the evenings when she gets tired, but lately she's been leaving during sixth. She says she brings food over to the townsfolk at the rat house. So I usually watch the inn until she gets back. There was one other time. Go on. Mom left in a hurry one night, and when I was cleaning up around the bar, I found this note. He will destroy the abbey, hell will swallow the hand of St. Moritz, the rat house. The rat house after St. John's fire. Another note. I've seen several like this before. Oh, but what does it mean? St. John's Fire. I wonder if that means the bonfire. Ah. This note was written in the same hand as the one 7 years ago. It couldn't have been left by one of the guests. The note could have been for one of your parents then, but why? I don't know. I don't want anyone to destroy the abbey, even if the abbot is cruel to the peasants. I'll keep that from happening, Killian, don't worry. I hope the note helps, Master Mala. Just don't tell Mom or Dad, alright? Alright, Killian, I won't say anything. Thanks, Master Mala. I should get back to work. See you later, Master Mala. Until then. Killian Berger gave me a note he found on the floor while cleaning. It's clear from the dreadpola. It suggested that Otto was going to destroy the abbey and the hand of Saint Moritz. Hello, Andreas. Can I help you with something? Actually, I'd like to talk to you about your wife. Arda, what about her? Ei mä nyt tätä tarkoittanut. Do you know what she gets up to about the Roman ruins? Yes. I'm sorry, it must be hard for you. Quite, but I do love her and I have to think of Killian. I just don't know what to do. I don't really understand her. I don't often understand my wife either. What are we to do? All I know is that something has to change. An unhappy marriage is a wretched way to live. Believe me, I know. Stand up to her and carve out some path toward happiness. I don't know how. Before you can solve your marriage, there's a bigger problem you need to think about. She's glad Otto died. Did you know that? I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Really? She never said anything about Otto to you? No? Bravo. She never did. Now please leave me be. As you wish. Until later. Until dawn. Moikka Samuel. Heippa Samuel. No mä nyt oikein hankin uusia ystäviä täällä. Käydään nukkumaan sitten. Olisiko Balttasaar vielä polveilla? Sehän ainakin pyysi minua käymään. I wonder how long Rat House construction will be delayed now. Hyvä on. Mennään nukkumaan. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Andreas, get up. Vaikka boy too.
Why? What's happened now? We're finishing this. You're needed in the commons. Now. Let's go. We'll be asking the guest on smaller. Alright. I get dressed and be alone. Yes, well, wake up. Master Andreas? What's going on? It's the middle of the night. Something's happening in the commons. Peter and the others want us there. Will we be alright, Master Andreas? Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. We'll be fine. Alright, now that everyone's here, we can start. Start what? We're holding a trial for Otto's murderer. You're the one with the evidence. You woke me up for a trial? Yes, we damn well did. You had your time and we need justice now. Well, what have you found? We're all waiting. Hold on, I barely had a day to investigate. I can hardly come to a conclusion so soon. Well, you'd better fucking decide, Mala, or you can watch that damned Abby go up in flames. Be quiet. I have a woman in labor right next door. This behavior is shameful. Eikö se vieläkään saanut synnytetty? If she loses her child because of this fighting, it will be on your souls. Agnes is right. I know you want justice for my husband, for your friend, but I don't want things to get worse than they already are. Please, Dad, give Andreas a little more time. Fine. Andreas, you go and tell that baby is born. After that we'll claim our justice. Good evening. Is it customary in Tessing that the people gather in the commons in the middle of the night? I know what needs to be done when it needs to be done. I was asking. My name is Tristan von Fromberg. I'm here on behalf of the Duke of Bavaria. The Duke is aware that you have been distributing and discussing the 12 articles. He is also aware that you have been disputing conditions of taxation and land use with the Abbot of Kiersau. The Duke is merciful. He does not seek to punish Tassing for these disputes. But his mercy has limits. The Duke has become aware that you have imprisoned the Abbot and monks of Kiersau within the Abbey. Okei, no saa aika nopeasti tietää se. This is insult. This is rebellion. For this there can be neither tolerance nor mercy. You have until sunset tomorrow to vacate Kiersau Abbey and release the Abbot and all monks. If this is not done, the Duke's soldiers will enter the town and the Abbey in force. As certain as night follows day, they will kill every man and boy who stands in their way. We never wanted to threaten the Abbot, sir. He wouldn't listen to our demands. We're starving. Such efforts were necessary since the townsfolk are also suffering under the Abbot's increased taxes. The Duke is aware of the town's complaints and finds some merit in them. He believes some concessions can be made regarding the death tax and use of forest for wood. Of course, only under the strict condition that the Abbot is released unharmed. And what do the peasants get? What about the taxes? What about the right to use the woods for grazing, for fishing? The Duke is unwilling to make additional concessions. You can release the abbot and take what is offered, or you can remain defiant and face the consequences. It will yield you little, save steel and fire. Sunset tomorrow.
No jos muuta kysytään, niin tuohan on erittäin helppo ratka. Ja erittäin helppo valinta. Soldiers are surrounding passing. I only have until the end of the day to finish my investigation. I need to act quickly to convince the mob that abbot is innocent. Hopefully it's enough to spare the town. Some of the farmers barged into a room and dragged us to the commons to demand I give them the killer's identity. The mob was interrupted by Agnes Steineren, who shamed them into relenting for the benefit of Rachel Sommerfeld's unborn child. The evening was punctuated by the arrival of the Duke's herald, Tristan von Braunberg, who threatened to unleash soldiers on the town unless the abbot is released before sundown tomorrow. No, voitais mennä yhden tyypin kanssa metsästämään. Almost Male, anything I can do for you? No, nothing. Sorry to bother you. Tai me voitais ottaa täällä juomingit pystyyn, tai sitten voitais mennä sinne kirkkoon salakuuntelemaan. Hei, teistä terve, samoin. Ei sillä ole kuitenkaan mitään sanottavaa. Anyway, se valinta me tehdään ensi kerralla. Ja saattaa ehkä olla huomenna tai myöhemmin. Nyt on 5 päivänä peräkkäin striimannut, niin ehkä tekis kyllä mieli pitää lepopäiväkin vaihteeksi. No, pitää katsoa. On tää sen verran koukuttava peli kuitenkin. Mitä siihen asti? Kiitoksia jälleen kerran mukana olleille ja näkylemisiin. Tai sitten ei. Tai sitten koskaan teille mitä tapahtuu. Nyt hyvää yötä. Ja hei hei.